Follow Tolle as I stroll well over 20 miles in one day in New York City. Starting at Grand Central Terminal, I walk to the southeast corner of Central Park. I dared not walk behind this horse for fear it was eating beef orino. I carried on to Columbus Circle and then headed north past the Trump International up Broadway to 112th Street. Here I ate at the restaurant made famous by the show Seinfeld. I then continued on to the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine. A short walk from there in South Harlem led me to the northwest corner of Central Park. These new skinny skyscrapers still look weird to me. Circled by millions of people, Central Park is an oasis for wildlife and nature. Walking south through Central Park, I ran into Strawberry Fields, the spot where John Lennon was assassinated. I continued on to Columbus Circle and kept going south. Right on Broadway, you'll find the historic Ed Sullivan Theater, which hosted the David Letterman show for years. Just a few steps further, and the lights, the sounds, and yes, even some of the smells of Times Square were found. Donuts. Times Square is something everybody should experience at least once in their lifetime. This dizzying display of lights, signs, billboards, and even hustlers wearing costumes doesn't separate you from your money. I don't know what will. Surprisingly enough, I didn't see any cowboys wearing their tighty-whities playing a guitar when I was here, though. However, I did see someone wearing a giant panda suit giving people hugs for pay. As I was walking, I did see more trash on the street than my previous visits. Someone's going to have to help me in the comments below. What is this thing? Is this Harry Potter, I assume? I've never seen any of the movies, so leave your hate. From Times Square, I walked over to the Hudson River and took a ride aboard one of the Circle Line cruises. The cruise takes you up the Hudson River to Liberty Island, gives you a pretty good look at the Statue of Liberty, and then takes you up the East River, where you'll go under the 3 main bridges of the East River, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. From there, you'll head back to where you started. I'll have a more complete video on the Circle Line cruise coming up in a few days. Once the cruise ended, I walked over to the new Hudson Yard project and was going to attempt to go up to the top of this thing, the vessel, but unfortunately it's temporarily closed because of the coronavirus situation. I then was going to walk the High Line, but unfortunately now you have to have reservations for certain times to even walk that. So I walked the streets and headed by the Flatiron Building. From there, it was on to Washington Square Park. Be careful here. Apparently there are some bad luck spots. I trekked on through Greenwich Village and Tribeca until I made it to the 9/11 Memorial. I had to go up One World Observatory and see where I had just walked. It was now time to hike back, and I walked by Macy's, the world's largest store, and the Empire State Building. I got a good look at my favorite building in New York, the Chrysler Building, as I finally made it back to Grand Central Terminal. Hope you enjoyed this stroll through New York City, and who knows where the toll road will lead to next.